Hello, how was everyone's work day? Yeah, mine too. Just dandy. I'm so excited about this new item. I thought I'd unbox it as soon as I got my hands on it. So here we are after work on a Monday evening. So let's do it. I generally don't go to extremes to get something. If it's out of stock, it's out of stock and I missed it and I don't worry about it. But this particular item, I have another version of it. And after I purchased it, I was on Instagram and I saw a very popular creator with a different color. And I asked her specifically because it was such a familiar and popular style and everybody was doing their own version of it. Where she got it from the same place I got mine. So, and of course at this point, hers was well out of stock. And I waited and I waited and I waited hoping that, and this is probably over 2 years ago, maybe even a little bit more, hoping that they would bring it back for spring seasons or even fall, but it never came back. This spring it's come back in the same beautiful color, but a different design. And this different design is, to me, close but no cigar. And also, it's either in a really huge size or a really small size. And I was looking for something mid-sized. So this works. What happened was I searched for the item on eBay and actually found a seller. But when I was ready to purchase, they were about to go on vacation. And then I went on vacation. I think it was Christmas, around Christmas time. And by the time I came back from break, they'd already sold it. So I continued to search for this on Poshmark, on eBay, and even doing Google searches and then selecting shopping to see if someone had this item for sale. And it rarely popped up. But then, lo and behold, one day it came up on Poshmark. But was I able to get it? No. And you want to know why? It was on Poshmark Canada. I'm in the US and Poshmark Canada does not ship to the US. So I had a conversation with the seller asking if she used any other platforms to sell. And there had been other potential buyers who would communicate with her from the US saying, oh, I'd love to buy it, but I can't buy it from you because it's in the US. So she listed within her comments Poshmark's statement about not being able to ship from Poshmark Canada to Poshmark US. Of course, me being me, I researched creative ways to get this damn bag. So I did some research about companies that could assist me in getting things from Poshmark Canada to my address in the US. And I settled on Shippn. And some of the information I found said, oh my gosh, it's a scam, don't use them, blah, 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 blah. So I took a chance. Tried it the first time. The person designated to work with me from Shippn actually purchased the item I wanted, but then the buyer went silent and never shipped the item. It was a mess. And on top of that, Shippn charges a fee, maybe it was $20 or $30, that was non-refundable. Even though I got the majority of my money back from the transaction, I lost $20 or $30. And so I decided to reach out to the seller again and say, hey, did you sell this? And they told me no. And I told them that I had tried to work with someone else to buy it and I was unable to reach them. The seller said they lost their phone, they let Poshmark know, and they'd be happy to relist it, and they did. And so for a second time, I tried Shippn. And I was working with the same person who was really good at sharing communications and updates and statuses. And this time around, the seller communicated, let us know when they were about to package the item and shipped it as planned. So here's the item. It is in a Cos Bag. You ready? So excited. Yeah. So this, oh my gosh, it still has the tag on it. Original tag for $250. It was on sale on Poshmark for 250 Canadian. And I do believe the US dollar is stronger than the Canadian dollar. So I think the conversion, it was around $187 or something like that. So corners look okay. They don't look perfect. They look okay. But I can deal with that. And I wonder, is that from storage? Has it just been sitting? But that's fine. So now I'm gonna stuff it back with the paper that it came with and a bit of packing that I already have. Just wanna see how it looks fully fleshed out. So that's the bag. I have been wanting this bag for at least a couple years now. And as you may know, I already have this in black. And I also have it in raffia. And I have it in the teddy bear fabric. So this is the last item in the set. Now the black one, I've reported before in a previous video that the mechanism to open and close broke. And I took it to a shoe and accessory repair place in North Texas. I can't remember the name right now. Dino's, that's what it is. It came to me, it'll come to you in a minute. Dino's in Highland Park is where I had it repaired, and they fixed it, no problem. If the bag, for some reason, if the closing mechanism breaks, I know I can get it fixed. Now there is a loose string right here. It looks like a tad bit of discoloration where the closing mechanism is touching this part of the bag. So it's not perfect, but it's pretty doggone good. It meets my expectations. It's what I wanted in my wardrobe. So I am very happy with the posher, and I am extremely happy with Shippn, and I will use them again. The customer service was great. Some of the communication happened via WhatsApp. Some of it happened via the messaging on their site. As you get an item into the US, there might be customs fees or duties that you have to pay. So once the item arrives at the location of the person who's the go-between, you will get notified of how much you have to pay. I believe this cost me maybe an extra $60. So I would say that this bag retailed in the US for $250. I probably paid in total about $260, $270. So maybe I paid about 200, no, girl. So maybe I paid $20 over retail total to get a wish list item. This was on my wish list, and I damn sure was not going to talk about it until I had it in my hand. I will talk about my wish list as I start checking things off. What I don't want to do is inspire somebody's wish list, and now we are competing for the same item that is rare. So if you want something and it's rare or hard to find, I would not engage in chitter chatter about it, particularly on social media platforms or the internets, until you have what you want, in the size that you want, in the color that you want. And then you can talk all day. Now, I don't know if I got a Cos dust bag with my original purchase. That's fancy. And you'll note as I begin to share more of my wardrobe, you'll see that I have spent a little bit more time with Cos. I have a renewed perspective and appreciation for Cos. It's really hitting in the vein of my style preferences and aesthetic these days. And maybe my tastes have changed. Maybe their style perspective has changed. Maybe both. I'll be adding this to my spring wardrobe and summer wardrobe. I think this would be a good time to show you the family. One moment while I get the siblings. Okay, we will start with my beloved black version of this bag. This is the one where the locking mechanism broke. She's all good now. So this one's the first one that I got, and of course it is Bottega pouch inspired. The look is so much cleaner. It was so much more reasonably priced and affordable for my budget. So I was really excited to get this. And after that, I saw another creator. She had this in one of her styling or lookbook videos, and I just went on a quest to find it. And this one did come back in stock a couple seasons. When she shared it, again, it was out of stock, but it came back. And as soon as I saw it pop back up, got it. This one in the teddy. Even though you would think you would wear this more in winter, I might get a little bit of wear out of this season. Of my collection thus far of this style of bags, this one gets the least amount of wear, but I don't think I'm quite ready to part ways with it. Now, the one that immediately preceded the red one, well, not immediately, I actually got it last season, last spring, summer, is this one, the smaller raffia version. And I tried this one and I tried the J. Crew version, and I have a video of that and I'll share that. But ultimately decided that I like this one so much better. It is a bit smaller than the other versions, little bit. But I love it and I've already started to wear it. To recap, I now have 4. The red, the black, the teddy, and the raffia. I really appreciate where we are right now with the current mall brand handbags. They have really honed in on the aesthetic of minimalism and not having to have your label all everywhere and trying to put all these random details on the bag to make it somehow distinct. I love just this plain look. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you enjoy handbag videos, as I do, I'll leave a playlist for you right here. Thanks, and I will see you next time.